Okay, he's coming to answer the question he asked about Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu seems to presenting Yerushalayim as something of not a great accomplishment, but he's speaking to Klal Yisrael. Five lines from the bottom, first column, second paragraph. What is the essence of Yira? Yerushalayim. Masha Odom Olul Elo Ole. The result is connected to the cause. Right? You're connected to the cause. You recognize, you understand fully how you came about and why you continue to be. Va'amitas hayira, and that's the truthfulness of Yira. U'masha Odom hu Olul. The clearer you get this, you understand that you really have no value unto yourself. Because the only reason why you exist continuously every moment is because that cause causes you to be every moment. So who am I? I'm nothing. Understand? If I have a balloon and I blow it up, and it's only the air that's keeping it inflated, and if I wouldn't keep blowing it, it wouldn't be inflated. So what is the basis for the what? For the balloon to be inflated? It's the one who's blowing the air into the balloon. So if a human being has a recognition that every aspect of his being is only because God continuously wills that being, so what am I? I'm nothing. I'm only exist from moment to moment because God continuously wills who I am. So nothing in terms of yourself has any value unto yourself. Eino nechshav l'klum. It's not considered anything. B'mashu olu tola be'oloso. Because the ola is dependent on the cause. U'masheinu. So Moshe Rabbeinu, he was able to grasp this and internalize it at the most advanced level. Therefore he said, Nachnu mo. Because he was totally negated. Masheinu klum dov ze'enu bitzat ha'oleh. The reason why you're nothing is not because of the cause. The cause is that ki ha'oleh boro v'hotzi oso el hapoel. Right? The cause brought you into being. V'chalshom yireh shamayim bidei Hashem yizborach. Ki ha'yireh mashem machshev v'atzmo u'mayim. Yerushalayim has nothing to do with Hashem. Right? We say, it's the person's recognition of what exactly the process is. I'll give you an example. Father builds a business, takes the son into the business. The son is totally inept, incapable, not qualified, and he has an office next to him. And he gets a salary, and he's treated with respect. Only because the father gave the order. That son, could he think for a moment that what's being accorded to him, offered him, has anything to do with himself? It's because he's the boss's son. And the father gave the order, that's the way he should be treated. So every aspect of his being is what? Is due to who? Is due to his father. Could you take credit for any of this? Nothing. So the same thing here. Whatever endowed with intelligence, strength, appearance, effectiveness, anything. What do you have it? Because God endowed you with that. And He continues to endow you. Because any moment it could cease to be. So if you recognize that, and you see that connection, what are you? You're negated, Hashem. Yir is a result of that recognition. That's Yiras Hashem. You know, we say every morning, if you have a person, let's say you have a person, Einstein, you have a person with 100 IQ. Person says, I feel negated to Einstein. What does Einstein have to do with you? Nothing. He's a beyond genius, and you're ordinary intelligence. You're not negated. You feel negated, but you're not negated. You are something because you're independent of Him. But Hashem, it's beyond that. You are because He only wills you to be. You understand? So therefore, understand that it's a greater level of negation. So Yiras Shamayim is the recognition of that reality. That's what Yiras Shamayim is. V'mhoye zeh min Hashem yisborach hayichashom bo mimenu dover sheinu nechshav mitzius ubo yisborach nitla mitzius. Yiras Shamayim is not. Yiras Shamayim is a phenomenal accomplishment. It's not God gives you Yiras Shamayim. Because God wills all existence. Anything that exists because He wills. So God willed something that doesn't exist. If Yiras Shamayim is a negation, is a bittul, because of its recognition, it's the God doesn't give that. Right? That's a kol that God, it's up to the person to recognize and not recognize. That's a kol b'di Shamayim, chutz miYiras Shamayim. Everything you have is God given. To the smallest detail on an ongoing basis. So could you pride yourself that you're wealthy, you're rich, or you're smart, or you're capable, or whatever it is, or you're effective? It has nothing to do with that. What's Yiras Shamayim? It's recognizing that. It's purely a recognition issue. V'av tichsiv Hashem meimis u'mechayeh v'dov zeh biyad Hashem yisborach. Haynu shebesalik min odem chayim b'shvil cheto v'uneder legamri. It says that God takes life, gives life. That's in the hands of Hashem. So we're saying, what does He takes life? So that's negation. Okay? There He stops willing. He stops willing. Therefore, He creates the vacuum, the void is a result because God stops willing. Yiras Shamayim is not God stopping to will. It's a recognition, and the recognition is that you're nothing. What is Yiras Shamayim? I recognize I'm only a consequence of something else. I only exist because of something else. So that has nothing to do with the one who brought it about, but it's the one who is the beneficiary or the consequence of the cause. He says, avoid a vacuum is not part of, that's not cause. That's cease of cause. Right? A vacuum. What's a vacuum? It's cease of cause. This yira is a recognition that you're the core, you're the consequence, the effect of a cause. Right? Yira is it's a recognition that you're the effect of a cause. Right? You recognize that I exist because something else brought me about, wills my being. So I am something, but this something has nothing to do with me. You understand? So therefore, it doesn't exist independent of unto itself. When you talk about a void, let's say God takes one's life. There, it's truly more than a negation. It doesn't exist. God ceases that it should exist. Yiras Shamayim is something positive, but it's due to the recognition in its own right has no value. Because you recognize it's not you, but it's Him.
The fact that you don't have something is also due to.
No, I understand that. But it's part of the whole picture. No. He's making a differentiation. When Hashem takes life, that means He ceases to will life. Right. So why doesn't life exist? Because He ceased to will it. Right. But here, Yiras Shamayim is, I am. I do exist. But why do I exist? I exist not as it's unrelated to myself. Or any existence that exists is unrelated to itself. So if you come upon that understanding, everything is totally dependent on the cause. Right? Everything's dependent on the cause. If not the cause, there's no existence. That recognition is the cause of that sense and reality of negation.
Right.
That's Yiras Shamayim.
But the person still has to recognize that he is, there's a specialness about the person, because Hashem has created that But in other words, like in the davening for Birchas Chodesh, why do we ask for kavod? Kavod shall. Why do we ask for kavod? Osher kavod.
It's good. We say kol borech min kavod rodif achrov. You should flee from honor.
Right. So
If you have a question, what are we asking for kavod?
No, but if we're
What,
suppressing
a
our
question.
ego,
That's a question unrelated to anything, right?
no.
Osher b'chavod, we're asking for wealth and kavod.
Why kavod? Why don't we need
Wait a
kavod?
second. You have a kavod Torah. What do you give kavod Torah?
Because it's a Torah.
You're not valuing a person for the person. You value the person for what he represents.
Understood.
So that's the kavod. We're not talking about kavod, who I am. It's not who I am. That's ego, who you are. You're nothing.
Right. So the kavod that we're
The
asking.
kavod is kavod that I am a Jew and I represent God. And as a result of that, that's a Kiddush Hashem. But if people look down on you in terms of what you represent, so it has no value.
What's amok? What's the word amok?
Deep.
Deep.
Day by day, man. Day by day.
You have nothing to do with your birth, correct?
But again, you still have to makatov with your parents.
No.
You still have a debt of gratitude to your parents that they brought you into existence.
But exactly the same.
I understand.
It's built the way that Maharal is setting it up is exactly how it exists in heaven. It's just hidden from you. It's just not obvious.
What happens if you find something, a treasure, and you can do phenomenal things with that? So you found it. You're a lucky guy, right? No, the reason why you found it because God wants you to find it.
Yeah.
That's what, okay. So it has nothing to do with you.
Absolutely.
So, and that you're able to do something with it is because God gives you the ingenuity to take that and bring it into something much greater. So everything is God. So if you recognize that, so what's my investment? Your investment is to recognize where it comes from. That's the ultimate level of accomplishment.